Hi everyone, I just want to go through essay writing technique with you. So the essay that I want you to plan, I have included in your instructions for this week. It's Stanley and Mitch are stereotypes of the American male. But I'm just going to remind you of our planning technique with this question, which is, in A Streetcar Named Desire, Stella is a female character who is weak and passive throughout. So first of all, we're going to write up our key terms, okay? I've written weak and passive. I think I should have written throughout as well on reflection. Then underneath, we write our methods: form, structure, language, imagery, and dramatic techniques. Then context, and then argument and critical opinions, okay? Which we're covering anyway because we're writing our arguments to show that Stella is weak and passive throughout on this side. And then we're looking at our arguments to disagree with that on the right hand side. So arguments to say that in places maybe she isn't weak and passive. So just a reminder then of how we do that. We first of all write a topic sentence, okay? So my topic sentence on my left hand side, arguing that she is weak and passive, is going to be that Stella seems to tolerate or enjoy Stanley's brutish behaviour. So for example, I might work through the text chronologically. At the beginning of the text, she speaks mildly to Stanley and says, "Don't holler at me like that." And it also describes her in the stage directions laughing breathlessly. So the adverbs there, breathlessly and mildly, are used by Tennessee Williams to show that Stella is quite weak and passive in the way that she responds to Stanley's behaviour. So if we look a little bit further down, I look at scene 4. Now, I certainly could have been more thorough with scene 4. Again, I'm referring to stage directions, where she is described as having a narcoticized tranquility. And I'm also looking at examples of her dialogue. It's always a powder keg, and there are lots of opportunities there to analyse language again to support my argument that she is weak and passive throughout. Okay, a little bit less then on my disagree side. So for example, my first point is going to be that she briefly chastises Stanley following the attack in scene 3. She calls him a drunk animal thing. However, he very quickly overpowers her. Okay, so I'll let you look through that yourselves, and we'll look at introductions and conclusions separately.